man, CEO, the Boogeyman. And I got a very, very special guest, a real king, a real leader, a real activist in Montgomery streets. And ever since I known him and I've seen him, it's been nothing but positive. And just like the stars and the rappers and the things I introduced, man, I'm a little got butterflies in my stomach right now because you are a positive role model that I've been knowing for years.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
And I would like for you to introduce yourself, man.
Man, I ain't nobody but Charles Lee, man. That's my name, and that's all I am, man. I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a child of God.
Fact.
And that's pretty much me, man. I run a couple of businesses, man. That's my dog. As y'all know, that's my dog.
That's my dog. I can't lie.
That's my child. Where we mentor the youth through arts, education, entrepreneurship, and workforce development. I done published 3 books. I'm a motivational speaker and a community advocate, man. And pretty much that's it. But it all boiled down to Charles Lee, for real.
For sure. Where are you from?
So I'm from Chicago originally, man. The south side of Chicago.
Okay, for sure.
Yep.
That was up.
Yep. I ended up getting shot in the chest when I was 13, man. So I ended up relocating down here to Montgomery, Alabama, man. My mom had a friend that lived in Gill Village. And she was from Chicago too, but she ended up leaving earlier. So my mom, Chris heard about I got shot at 13, and she called my mama like, girl, what you still doing in Chicago? These projects down, he look like condos, you better come on down here. So we ended up, my mom ended up getting a place in Tulane Court, man, and we kind of came down here. And I got out of the hospital, so my introduction to Montgomery, man.
Who is Charles Lee?
Man, Charles Lee is, like I said, man, first of all, man, a young man that's striving to do better and a young man that loves Christ, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm a father, man. I got three kids, one adopted. I got a foster child right now as well, and yeah, man, and just a husband, trying to be better at all those things, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
And so
right.
a lot of people just know Charles Lee as like the one thing, whether that's my dog, doing the
For
hot
sure.
dogs or taking care of the kids, man, but that's who Charles Lee is, man. Charles Lee is a Christian first that's trying to do better every day to make it
For
to
sure.
the kingdom, you see what I'm
For sure.
saying?
And I first met you at That's My Dog on Jeff Davis.
Well, Jeff, okay.
With
West
Jeff
side.
Davis. And the reason why every time I talk to you, is like, you probably don't remember, is probably because you would talk to me. I'm a young man. I'm coming through choices of me, who I'm finna be. I don't know who I'm finna be at this point in time. I'm 21, maybe 19, and you'll talk to me. You'll listen to me. You know what I'm saying? That's very special, and that's why you so strong in my book. Was that your first book?
Now I'm gonna just look at you now, man. Like when I came in here, but I was telling you, I remember when you was just hitting us on the street talking about, hey, burnt bologna, holla at me, say something, you know what I'm saying? Then to be in your studio, bro, looking at all your equipment and your setup, man, bro, I'm blown away, man.
For sure,
And
man.
it's a true testament of what God do if you don't stop grinding, if you don't stop putting that foot in front of each other, man, brothers. So I'm proud of you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm super proud. And y'all better show my boy Burnt Bologna some love, man. Y'all better come up here, man. If y'all got content, y'all doing anything, man, y'all need to come and show some love, man, because this is a young guy doing positive stuff. And in the city, we need to support young people doing positive stuff.
Can't lie.
All right, so I'm fair. You go ahead with your question, man. What you about to say?
Was that your first business adventure?
It wasn't, man. So I had in Chicago, I had a different business adventure when I was 11. Yeah, that was kind of like my first one, you know what I'm saying, doing illegal stuff. And it's crazy because I always been diligent or whatever I was doing. So, I started selling drugs because I had 2 sisters that was pregnant at 13 and 14. So at 11, I went to my big cousin. He showed me how to cook crack, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But even though I had younger cousins and stuff, my big cousin be like, bruh, like it'll still be 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm still like trying to make something shake. You know what I'm saying?
Right, for sure.
But then when I moved to Florida, times kind of got hard, and so I resorted back to what I knew. I knew how to sell drugs, so I ended up having a painting business too. You know what I'm saying? Because I was trying to get out of the life, but I was like, I need to figure out a different way. And just me working for somebody, it's just whenever, you know, after you seen,
right.
it's hard to go back and say, all right, I'm gonna make $8, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just never adds up, you know what I'm saying? So, started a painting business with my brother-in-law or whatever, and we did that for a little while. Then we started a flooring business. And so those were some different things, man. But I realized I ended up going to Job Corps, and I took a trade in culinary arts, man. And I ain't never thought that I would really, like, you know what I'm saying, use the culinary art degree. But I had a certificate of something that I could fall back on, you know what I'm saying? But when I got arrested, when I was locked up, man, I got a great relationship with God, man, and he started giving me vision. He was telling me about, like, opening up a center and stuff like that, going back to help young people or whatever. But in the center was a restaurant ran by teenagers.
For sure.
And so in order for me to do that, when I got out, I was like, okay, I had to go into the food industry or whatever. And so, and I came down here, man, and I was like, okay. Came back, God like, bro, you seen the hot dog carts? You seen it? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, no, I don't see none of that.
Right.
He's like, well, let's go and take advantage of what they're taking for granted. You know what I'm saying? And so I ended up doing the little hot dog stand downtown, and that started to catch on.
And that's a major step because before that, it was hard to get in a spot downtown right now.
It was hard for me.
For real?
But when I say hard, bro, hard, I almost had to, man, it was crazy. So it was a guy that was over business licenses. When I first tried to call, because I was getting a food truck.
Right.
Called down there, like, bro, we don't let them downtown sit in Montgomery. They're like, we ain't dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, okay, well, let me look at some different options. I said I was going to try to get this little hot dog car or whatever. The guy that was over business license at the time, he told me to my face, he said, bro, that'll never happen.
For real?
He told me that'll never happen. So I ended up kind of like, you know, I ended up rolling with it, but then I started seeing different like businesses, you know, where you could just get a drink walking by. I'm like, bro, why we can't have no hot dogs down here?
Right.
So I started to fight the system a little bit or whatever and started going to city council meetings and saying like, bro, why we can't? Like, why is there, you know? And they're like, well, it ain't that you can't. It's just that ain't nobody really never did. There was somebody kind of doing it, but they weren't legit. They weren't on the books or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So they're like, they gave me a whole book of stuff that you had to complete or whatever. So I ended up going through the book, and I was just like, I see why nobody do it, because it's crazy. Everything was crazy, but I ended up kind of going through all of the reading, and I got about halfway through, and I was like, bro, forget this. As soon as I got in the car and I said, forget this, man, no lie. As soon as I got in the car, as soon as I said, forget it, it was Mary playing like, go get your blessing, go get it. So I knew a guy saying, bro, go on, pick it back up, man, and go on, do your thing. So I ended up kind of completing all of it. And then when it was time to get it signed off on, they were like, well, you got to go back to this guy to get it signed off on. I was like, bro, if I would have known that.
Same guy.
Same guy. I was like, well, I wouldn't even did it because he been told me where he stood.
Yeah.
Man, he ended up being on vacation. So his assistant ended up signing off on it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
But when he came back, he was pissed that I got it. You know what I'm saying? So
why?
I guess he had, I don't know if he had a point to prove, I don't know.
Okay.
But he literally called me and he was like, I see you snuck in while I was on vacation. He said, you better be glad I was on vacation because I would have sent you packing like everybody else, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I was like, bro, I hope you had the best vacation you could have had, you know what I'm saying?
Weird.
Weird. But then not only that, bro, started harassing me every single day out the way. When I say harassment, I'm talking about, and I'm the smallest business downtown.
Right.
I turn around, hey, boy, get them coolers, boy. I'm talking about when I say, like I'm 15 years old, like, boy. Then I say, and I'm just like, hold on, man, you know what I'm saying? And so it got to the point where I started feeling harassed. So I'm like, well, you know what, if you don't want me to get the money like this, I'm probably gonna have to sue this whole city on your behalf, you know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
And so, but in order for me to do that, I had to start reading all, because I went through all this booklet, but I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really like focused on it. So I started going through all this stuff. So he'll come and say, hey, why you got the chair out here? Get this chair out here, boy, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know, like, ain't nobody just telling me I just got out of jail. I'd have been a shank money up there, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was like, hey, sir, I just want to make sure we're on the same page, but if you look here, code -5, section 9, right, you know what I'm saying? It says that I can't have the thing that's not attached to the cart that's pertaining to sale. Well, sir, I'm not trying to sell my seat. I'm just trying to sit down out here. I'm out here 8 hours, you know what I'm saying? Here, get it here. And then he'll look at it, you know what I'm saying, and be like, all right, you can keep your seat, you know what I'm saying? Then they was doing some work downtown when they was, you know, getting ready for the 50th, you know, they was doing those sidewalks. So I had to go around the corner because I couldn't be where I usually be or whatever. Came instantly. Boy, pack it up. Get out of here right now. You know you can't have crazy, man.
Damn.
So I, you know, hit him back. I packed it up. I ain't, you know, I went back, went down there. Right after I packed up, I was like, he like, what you want, man? I just want to make one show on the same page. If you look at code section C-8, it says like this, if you look at my perimeter, I got the right to be here. No, you all right. So, you know, then I was starting because they had an ordinance at that time where, okay, vendors couldn't be downtown outside of 10 o'clock.
Really passed this.
Yeah, they were like, you can't be downtown past 10 o'clock, but that's when all the people come downtown drinking. That's when the clubs, you know what I'm saying, that's when it's going.
Yeah.
And so I was like, man, I'm trying to do that. I want to be down there till 2 o'clock when the clubs get out and stuff like that or whatever. So the lady told me, she was like, well, in order for you to do that, you have to rewrite the whole downtown vending district. So I was like, bro, I can do something like that? She like, yeah, it's going to take a little, you know what I'm saying? So I proceeded with it. Boom, went on down there and started, you know what I'm saying? Doing my little thing, and I had to go before the county, the city, for the mayor and all that or whatever. And when I went before him, you know, I made my case, and I was like, hey, you know, people in our restaurants close downtown at 10 o'clock.
Right.
We don't want to give these people an opportunity to get a hot dog after they've been drinking. We want to get them to get a DUI in our city and not even have an opportunity to get a hot dog. But everybody was like, okay, sound good to me. Last meeting I had to have, I went up there, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, had to go before the city council and the mayor or whatever, went up there. And they was like, they called the guy. As soon as I went in, I seen them sitting, I was like, bro, who invited this dude, man? Who invited him?
Oh, man.
Ended up going up there, man, and they asked him to come up, and they was like, hey, they asked him to come up to the front or whatever so he could give his opinion on if I should stay to 10. He said, one thing I can tell y'all is Mr. Charlie knows all the rules and he follows all the rules. So I say approve it, you know what I'm saying? I know, right? I know. So a lot of time, bro, with the devil be meaning for evil, only thing he did was boost my knowledge, because if you go down 26th in Washington right now, I rewrote the downtown vending district code. So that's a little black history for you. You ain't know, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't have been able to do that if all those challenges wasn't in my way, you know what I'm saying? I could have gave up, did anything, did something crazy, but I just tried to do the right way, you know what I'm saying? And the right way got the right results.
So that proves my point that I try to make on this show a lot. We are our own brick wall.
Yeah.
We stop because we get stopped.
Yeah.
And we never try to go around it or through it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of time, man, I've been doing this 2 years, close to 3. It used to worry me that I'm trying to be so positive, and I look on the page and see 20 views or 15 views, and I really have genuine love for Montgomery and the children and the people in Montgomery. And it used to bother me, but now, shouts out to Queen Carnival. I had a interview with her, and she said, focus on the love and don't worry about the hate. Because the hate is going to be your biggest marketing team ever.
And God only need one person to see it and take it to a whole nother level.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? It don't got to be a million. One person can say, you know what, bro, I want to put you on this network. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And all you got to do is just keep with the right heart, man. The right heart, the right motive. God going to make it happen at the right time. You know what I'm saying? So don't even give up.
When did you had a vision for that's my child?
So when I was locked up, man, I started, you know what I'm saying, like asking, like, why was my childhood so messed up? Because I got a whole crazy, you know what I'm saying, like childhood experience of just different things, you know what I'm saying. Both of my parents being addicts, you know what I'm saying. So really like having that lifestyle of growing up in every project, in Chicago project, way different than these projects, you know what I'm saying. It was just a cycle of bad childhood. And the more I was reading the word, getting to know God more, I'm like, bro, is my childhood so jacked up like this, man? He was like, because I got a plan for you. I need you to go back and redirect as many young people as you can find, so they'll make the same dumb decision that you made. So they'll end up in the place that you at now. So I was like, okay. And I thought I was going to do it somewhere in Florida. I started looking at different places. Like, man, I was looking at places. I was thinking in my head, like, bro, I could do it there. They're like, no, you going back to Montgomery. I was like, screw it, the devil is a lie. I rebuke this right now. I ain't never going back to Montgomery. Because living in Florida, man, I just felt like I'm never coming back to Montgomery.
For real?
Yeah, man. It was just a whole different breed. You know what I'm saying?
So God sent you here.
Made me come here, bro. Forced me. And I see why
Thank
now.
You, God.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you never know. But even when I got back here, man, I'm talking about I got back here, got a little spot in Chisholm or whatever, got a little cash house there, man, and I was about to leave, bro. I was about to move back something different. I was just like, man, I don't want to be here. You know what I'm saying? And my sister, man, she was like, God says, stay your hand, like stay put, you know.
Right.
And then I ended up going to the community center, man, and kind of saying like, okay, I'm at the community center, you know what I'm saying? I asked the guy that was over the community center, it was probably about 18 years ago. I was like, man, I want to get involved. Like, what y'all got going on? He's like, bro, we need a basketball coach. He's like, you know any basketball coach? I'm like, look, I'm the best basketball coach you ever seen. I ain't never coached a damn my life. I ain't never even played basketball.
Right.
I was just ready to get involved, man.
Mature,
and we started winning some games, man, losing some games, went to the championship or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then I had a young guy that, you know, he was 11 years old, brother just was murdered or whatever. He came back to the gym with a gun or whatever, and he really let me know, like, bro, we need to know how to do more than win these games. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to learn how to win in life. You know what I'm saying? And so it was just a real eye-opening experience for me because, you know, he came back out. The dude that was just with his brother when he got murdered, he like, Coach, they had guns and everything, Coach. And they like, man, they let them die in the street. They like, Coach, take me with you, Coach. I want to live with you.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to figure out, let me see what I could do. You know, and his biggest thing was like, man, Coach, you'll never understand what we go through out here in these streets. I'm like, boy,
shit, you don't be knowing.
Yeah, because they don't. And they see a mature you know what I'm saying? But you don't even know the situation I just got out of. So, but it's just God, man. You know, it was God that just showing me like it's a bigger need, man. And that's what for me, you know, just like we were talking earlier about, like, you know, people might not see it, but it's like those young people, they do. And the people that you make an impact on their life, bro, it's never, man. I get called, hey, Coach Lee or Mr. Lee or whatever. They like, man, hey, thank you. Or, hey, can you come to my graduation? Or can you come to my wedding?
The parents, mom and dad still give you updates and stuff like that, man.
Or they calling me, talking about they want to come. They come back. They volunteer. I want to be a mentor. That's all. And to me, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
That's all I need. I don't never need no. I done had them awards and all that on.
I ain't lying.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
And from 2012, 35% go to college.
Yeah. Yep. And that's how I go, man. We try to build a lane for each student that comes, because everybody ain't for college. You know what I'm saying?
I see military 55%.
Yeah, a lot of them want to go to the military. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Work for 9. There was no military 9.
Yeah,
that's cool.
But in the workforce, so man, we done put 700 teenagers to work. Straight on jobs.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? They could have been out here trying to find out their own way, whether it's robbing, stealing, or whatever. They done figured out how to work at 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? So they get an opportunity to get a job, man. And we got a whole training facility, man, in North Montgomery where we got a restaurant ran by teenagers where they get an opportunity to come in there and work, learn at 14 years old.
What are the values of TMC?
Man, community first, man. Love, community, love, honor, respect. I mean, those are a couple of things that we just kind of stand on, you know what I'm saying, and creativity. Because our mission is to mentor the youth through arts, and that's what we kind of started on.
Shouts out Kevin King and Anthony Thomas.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, and all of the artists throughout the city.
All
of so many.
Lydell Bill, Denmark, all of y'all.
Milton,
Milton, everybody. I mean,
so many.
But it's the distributors and the gateways I was trying to tell. Like they so important because they the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know. And they support all artists.
Oh yeah. And there's a lady that's been doing art around here for a long time. She don't get her recognition for real, but when I first kind of came into the scene, she was the one that was the only one really, you know what I'm saying, doing the artwork and stuff like that or whatever. So, I mean, shout out to all of them. I done pretty much touched hands, kind of work side by side with all of them. So I just see a lot of great work that all of them do, you know what I'm saying? And I really respect it because a lot of the students, man, for me, art was my gateway, bro. So when I was in Chicago, even though I was selling dope at 11 years old, in a gang-infested neighborhood where it's murder, all kind of violence, I was on a dance team called K59. Now, everybody didn't know that, you know what I'm saying, but that was my escape. And so it's like on the block, I had to be this certain way, you know what I'm saying, to portray, to make sure, you know, okay, it's hard out here. You play soft, and you get blown in the wind, you see what I'm saying? But when I went over there, I got to express my talents and my art, and it wasn't nothing about the block. It was a whole different group, and they weren't hustling, they weren't violent. That was my whole different family through dance. We did parades, it was just dope. And then when I was locked up, bro, I got to write. So I write poetry, raps, and stuff like that or whatever. And it took me places creatively that I couldn't go physically. You know what I'm saying? So the arts was my escape. And so we try to get the students the same outlet to say, you know what, like, bro, this is your escape. Whatever you might be feeling at the crib, whatever's going on at the house, you got an opportunity to escape all that. You know what I'm saying? And so, they do. A lot of them come, bro, dance. We done had a young lady, bro, that came and was our dance team. And father killed the mother or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And you would think, like, how can a young lady get it? She like, man, when I come here, Charles, I just get to dance, take my mind off of it. And it helped me be like, okay, that what it's for. You know what I'm saying? So
a thing that really touched my heart was when you got it was a dude named Willie. Yeah, that really touched my heart when I read about that, man.
Oh, yeah.
And you were so supportive and involved in that. Because, like you said, that young man changed everybody's mind frame and made it look in the positive.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody wanted to see. And I was around at an event where, what the name of the young men?
Just a Gentleman, or?
That's it. And they dressed in suits. They got their chests out. They got their heads up. You know what I'm saying? And it gave them a sense of being.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah.
A purpose, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that's what you deliver, man. And that's special. How special was that young man?
Man, special, man. Even to this day, we just honored him a couple weeks ago, man. We give out a scholarship in his honor every year to keep his legacy going. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what's
up. And cause all of them special, man. And see, we have a whole lot of wins,
right?
But we have some losses too.
For sure.
Know what I'm saying? Whether it's young man dying or young man go to jail or some, you know what I'm saying?
I have interviewed quite a lot of young men that's either in jail or dead, man, and it hurts me.
Man.
It hurts me bad.
Do.
Like they my children.
Yeah, man.
I got an 18-year-old.
I know, man, and a lot of to me, man. So the young guy that I was telling you about that came into the gym or whatever that helped me change the whole program. So I watched this young man down live. Take his last breath, got shot in Centennial Hill.
Damn.
So that really shaped my whole everything, you know what I'm saying? And then to know the person that killed him still out in the street, walking in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? So that really revamped my whole everything, you know what I'm saying? To the point I was just like, bro, I don't even want to do this no more, you know what I'm saying? But, I could really still hear him, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was already telling me, like, Coach, we need to know how to do more than win basketball games or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I hear him say, man, Coach, get up out the couch, man. I ain't make it, but a lot of them still need you, Coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can hear him, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, so it matters, you know what I'm saying? But, it do, like, when you lose one, it's like, it never stops, you know what I'm saying? So.
And when did you come up with That's My Dog Jr.?
Yeah, so man, right now, That's My Dog Jr. be celebrating our 5th year. And it was just, man, we having the restaurant, and that's why I've been had the restaurant, you know what I'm saying? But and then my vision, like I said when I was locked up, I seen students.
20 year, right? This is 20.
So I've been seeing, like, you know what I'm saying, like the restaurant in my head and the vision, but it, you know what I'm saying, it didn't come to fruition yet. So I had the opportunity. While I already had the restaurants and stuff like that, I was like, okay, well, let me open up something strictly for the teenagers, because I see young people, and they like, Mr. Lee, we want to get to this money, we want a job. I'm like, man, go fill out the application. They're like, they ain't giving us no opportunity. I'm thinking like, oh, yeah, it's probably because you got your flip-flops on with your interview, or you got your pants sagging, or you got your earbuds in the interview, or you're 20 minutes late with a really good excuse, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to be able to kind of train those young people to make sure that they had everything that they need. So, because other coaches and community, they start working at 14. Our community, we think we got to be 16 and ain't nobody hiring till you 16, but the truth is you can start at 14.
Let me ask you this. Do you think as the world changing, the dress code for children are getting a little different for interviews now? I done seen some children coming up with this spiked hair. Like, the world just, you need to learn how to talk to people.
Yeah, that's true.
More of, like, because now in the world it's accepting differences.
Yeah.
Different, attires
Everything,
and
yeah.
tattoos.
Yeah,
and,
yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
true.
it's more to me of learning how to talk to people, how to network. You know, we should have something for the children, and that's what I'm sure you offer to be social.
Oh yeah, and being able to sell yourself. See, we let them know about all love. Cause see, first appearance matter. You know what I'm saying? Meaning like, you know, just a lot of we got students of all kind, they all whole spectrum, right? And so being on this interview or whatever, it's like we want you to be the very best. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because just like when you get up from that table, it might be somebody else. And how you competing? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
how
is
you
you
competing.
how you competing? You know what I'm saying? And so you sometimes you got the opportunity. Your resume, you might not even get an opportunity to sit down at the table. You know what I'm
Sometimes,
saying?
yeah, for
So
sure.
make sure that you present yourself well there first. You know what I'm saying? Then make sure that first interview good, because you go out there and you looking crazy. They might, I got something else to do. Send them on about his way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Looking
and
good and talking crazy.
Yeah,
Still
right.
get your ass.
Right. And so, but if you get at that table, what you say makes the difference. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
'cause
Like
you at that table.
If you make it to the table, now what you say make that difference. You know what I'm saying? And we always try to encourage them. You know what I'm saying? To sell yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them, man, they don't know Social Security number by heart. You know what I'm saying? That's that ain't just uncommon, but we want to make sure you know your Social Security number by heart. Because
Right.
that's what it take to put on the application. If you got to
Yeah.
go home and do it, somebody else got your slot.
Have
you know?
emergency contact.
Yeah, have references. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Know what a reference is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I already have those. Have your stuff in order to make sure you stand out. Them yes ma'ams and no sirs,
Yeah.
man, they stand out. You
Yeah,
ain't gonna
they
be the
do stand out.
prettiest. You
Right.
ain't gonna be the smartest, but people remember how respectful you are.
For sure.
If you can say them yes ma'ams, no sirs, out of eye contact.
Firm hand.
Firm
grip.
handshake.
Double
yeah.
hand.
And that it makes the difference or whatever. And you tell her, if you look and say, why should I employ you?
Right.
Sir, because I promise you I'm gonna give you 110%.
And
I'm gonna show up early and I'm gonna stay late and I'm coachable.
And I can benefit this company.
Mm.
Yeah, I can benefit.
Yep.
You gotta let them know I'm with. I want to see the company grow.
Right. And so they get an opportunity, man. And if you get at that table, man, sell yourself. Let them know who you are. Let them know what you represent or whatever, and make sure that you leave feeling confident. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they get an opportunity, man, and that's what it's about. Just making sure that they get that opportunity.
I see you got something going on with the kids with art, dance, a event coming up soon.
Yeah, so we just did our event. We just did Hot Dogs and Heroes, where we honor certain people and give our scholarships to students to go to college.
Right.
So we give our 4 scholarships. One of them was the Willie Lawhorn
that's
Junior
strong.
Scholarship. You know what I'm saying? One of them a Mendo Scholarship. We got my mama. We give our scholarship in her honor. She died a couple of years ago or whatever. And then we got Stephanie's scholarship or whatever. So Stephanie is one of the young ladies that was working with us, and she helped me kind of start the program or whatever. She was in the neighborhood. She volunteered.
Okay.
We weren't, getting no funding and nothing like that. We were just all of us 5 years of just.
Is she off the west side?
So she is from the west side. She went to Carver.
Okay, dark skin, short hair. Okay, yeah. Strong. Strong. And a silent.
Oh yeah, good behind the scenes. Don't need no
Yeah,
recognition.
don't need no recognition.
None of that, man. She was solid. You know what I'm saying? And so, she helped. She was there. Day one, always grinding. You know what I'm saying, for the community. My mama, same way, always. Believing when I told her. You know what I'm saying? She always believed. Yay. Took her van, picking up kids from every neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? And so we try to honor those people, man. And so we give students scholarships or whatever that's trying to go to college or whatever, and we try to inspire them, man.
So what's about this summer program?
Man, so the summer program coming. If y'all got students, it's free. Free 99. You know what I'm saying? Free 99. It don't cost them a dime, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we got dance, of course. We got jobs. So if any teenagers looking for a job from the age of 14 to 18 years old, that could come on through. We got the art bus. So we have a whole art mobile studio that we get to take the underserved communities or whatever, and they come on there, kind of release their stress, because people want art, but they might not have the transportation to come to us. So we're gonna pull up on them or whatever.
Right.
So
That's cool.
We got a brand new studio we just put in the center. So it's a brand new studio where we're gonna do some podcasts and stuff. So you're gonna have to come show us how to work all this stuff, because I don't know nothing about no podcasting.
I got you.
But it got a place for them to actually record music too. And so, I go to high schools and stuff all the time, and they still saying, hey, Mr. Lee, man, and they in 12th grade, like, what you want to become? I want to become a rapper. I'm like, I used to tell them, like, bro, hey, let that be a backup plan. Let's figure out a different A. But then God, like, bro, who is you not that? Yeah. So I put a studio in there.
Because now you got professional video game players.
Right.
You got motherfuckers making $1 million to play a video game.
Yeah. And rappers.
Yeah. You got, I'm talking about like,
beat makers.
And it's more money than it was when it was our time. Because they was getting them peanuts then. Now, most of these artists are independent.
Get on there with their talents or whatever, and they pop up a camera or whatever. They got different platforms or whatever. Now they're making money in multiple ways. Not only if they get a deal or not, but getting money off streaming, money off tours, concerts, content. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, man, well, that's what y'all want to be. And a lot of them saying they want to be.
Right.
Man, let me go and put this studio here so y'all have a place where y'all can come and learn. And we teach them. So this whole summer is about beat making. If you want to learn how to make a beat, if you want to learn how to engineer, record.
I'll pull up and show. I got all that over there.
Man, so we're going to need you.
We're going to need you. This is what and I'm born to have this interview right now.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's how I think about a lot of shit, because everything you just named, I done got everything figured out. I'm trying to get it toward the bank to see my vision. You feel me? So, cause I really, really don't care how people feel. I care about our future. Yeah. And the people who gonna be controlling our future. You know what I'm saying? We ancestors.
Right. Time to been there, done that. If we don't pass it on, then it's just gone.
It's just gone, so, and this shit gonna get passed on.
That's
true. No hard work going unnoticed.
That's good, bro.
And that's why cause I don't see enough of Charles Lee in the paper for doing good. It is, but it's it's like this, hidden. You know what I'm saying? And you stronger than a lot of people perceive you to be. Yeah.
And man, I learned, man, if you live by people applause, you'll die when they start booing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even live for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm straightforward on my mission, what God got me to do, man, because that's the only, bro, my game is to make it to heaven and to him say, job well done.
For sure.
Everybody else, bro, that's what I say, hey, they come and go. Even the best that did is Jesus. And hey, Hosanna. Next week, crucify him.
Who am I?
You know what I'm saying?
Who am I?
Right, so it's like, hey, they'll do it to the best of them, bro. I don't expect nothing different.
So when it's all said and done, what is the mission of TMC?
The mission is to mentor youth through arts, education, entrepreneurship, and workforce development. Yeah, to make our community better, man. So we try to break generational poverty in those 4 key components. Because that's why a lot of stuff stems from generational poverty. You know, if you look at the community, definitely I serve, but a lot of these communities or whatever, you will see a stem of generational poverty, meaning nothing's going back into them. It's just die. So you have young guys growing up, whether in my neighborhood, west side, whatever, it ain't no hope because there ain't no investments. Right. And nobody gonna invest there because ain't no business gonna say, you know what, man, I'm gonna set up right here so I can get robbed, my business get closed, and I'm gonna do that. And they not. So you know what's gonna happen? Only thing that our young people gonna see is successful is the dope boy, the pimp, the robbers. Like I wanna be like them now, you know what I'm saying? Or they role models gonna be the people they see on TV, whether it's NBA YoungBoy and stuff like that. But if we can invest back into these communities and showing up why my first business here, that my dog, West Side. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, okay, man, I'm here. I want to, and I love being there. Even now, you see business booming right now. You know what I'm saying? Like in the same location. And she didn't even took it and did even greater. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all back. You know what I'm saying? But go back and eat that good Jamaican. Y'all back.
Going up there,
yeah.
But it's still, for some reason, that spot just historical, and it give you a good feeling when you step inside that building.
Yeah,
you know
man, I do. Even when I go back there, I think about, man, just God giving me my first start. You know what I'm saying? And just You know, just all love, man. God, he's so dope. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But,
Yeah.
and the people, that's why I see one thing about the West Side, I mean, and the North Side in general. But when I first kind of started, whatever, man, I met a young guy, man. Shout out to Earl. I don't know if you, but Earl just one of our longest workers. Everybody always associate Earl with that. Dog. Yeah.
Hey, good father too, father figure, man.
Yeah.
It done passed down through you, man. And a lot more men that he done met in his life. He is a good
young man.
I won't get personal and deep.
Yeah.
But apply and his roses go to him.
Oh yeah. And shout out to Earl. That's my dog. That's my dog right
I didn't know how close we was for real. Like his family and my family, they family.
Oh yeah.
And Earl is a good dude, man.
Oh, he good
Very
dude.
Positive dude.
Good dude, man. Shout out to his grandma. Grandma got him, you know what I'm saying? Grandma,
sure.
hey, but it was so many young people in that house though that granny, like, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of his cousins work with well, Slick, Slim, all of them.
He been there.
Yeah.
He been there.
And he still, man, early, like, right, he just hurt his foot, you know, he's still doing the baseball thing or whatever, doing the sports or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But Earl,
he did. Oh, shouts out to Earl for that, man. He sure did try. Man.
Still, man, athlete still doing, still helping with, you know, different, you know, stuff that his sons and stuff a part of.
Played a part of my team. I coached his son.
Yeah,
so
So Earl good people, man.
That's why I'm giving him his props. When I tell you, a lot of fathers ain't perfect, but a trying father.
Oh yeah, that's how you can do it.
Way better than a father that's trying to shoot some money or hurry the children out the door and shit like that. Like, man, that shit so cold when a father is trying.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? We make mistakes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mamas too, but you know, shout out to some good mamas. There's some great mamas out there, but Earl is one of the best.
Shout out to Earl, man. Shout out to Earl.
Can't lie, man. You called it name.
Get your foot back right, man, so you can come on back on. We need you, bud. We need you.
Is he still there?
Yeah, he still come down to help us all the time, man. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Cause Earl been that what?
I'm talking about since Earl was in high school. Now Earl almost probably 30.
That was at Alabama Power.
Yeah. So we started, you know.
14?
Yeah, we started 2012. Okay. But he started when we was on the west side. When we got that's my dog over there or whatever. And he was over at Lanier or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Him and Slim and Slick and Red. And all of them came, you know what I'm
saying? And guess what? That's why I always like to interview the people being the best that they can be. Yeah. In anything, you could be a gentleman. Man, Earl was one of the best customer service.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And everybody still tell me, I'm talking about to this day, they all, that young man,
he different.
Yeah, he is.
He different.
Yeah, he good people, man. And every time he talk to him, Earl so respectful. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like, no matter where, how, what, so respectful, man. So good
Shout
young
out
man.
To Earl, man. I remember just being coaching his son. He was so supportive. Yeah. So on the beat. I ain't got to ask him twice when it comes to them children. Yeah. I'm talking not just his son.
Yeah. Yeah, and he loves sports anyway, so it's like, if you got some stuff around, you know what I'm saying, he all about them sports.
I didn't know how serious he was about that baseball until he told me he was trying back out there.
And I be honest, I've been trying to get him something with the biscuit or something, because, you know, Earl supposed to went pro, you know what I'm saying, you know, but, you know, he just had some situations and stuff that happened that just, but man, Earl, hey, and if you ask anybody about this in this baseball world, you know what I'm saying? They know Earl.
They know
you know
Earl,
what I'm saying?
and I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
Man, how you eating your bologna, man?
Burnt.
You thought I was gonna forget to ask you that shit. That was gonna be hey, listen, I had to ask you that, man.
Facts.
And I'm so happy that you came, because not only as you touch a lot of other young people and older people, adults, you touched us. You touched me, shit. Yeah. But this shit, like, it's a lot of people that didn't go in their path. I wouldn't be who I am.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And sometimes I be like, man, I'm just a conversation away from them niggas sitting out there. You know what I'm saying?
We all live.
Just a conversation away.
That's why we can't never look down on nobody, man.
Right,
It's always how can you pull somebody else with you? How can you pull somebody else? Even if it's just encouraging word, man. If that's all you got to give that. It's better than, you know what I'm saying, the boy and the boy down talking to them. Give them what you got, man. Give them the best, man. You never know, you know what I'm saying? Because we up today. Well, ain't no telling what we might be tomorrow, so.
Can't lie. I cannot lie. Man, look, we got a cast iron skillet. We ran out of Crisco, so we went and got that parquet.
Okay.
We let it hit that pot.
Okay.
Ziggler bologna.
Okay.
Pac-Man cuts.
Gotta have that Pac-Man cut. You gotta let it breathe. Gotta let it breathe or it's gonna fall up on you too quick.
It's gonna fall up on you. Shots out, who gave me the Pac-Man cuts? I gotta give prop. When I figure out who gave me the Pac-Man cuts, I'm gonna shout him out on the next show, cause a young lady gave me that. With the purple Kool-Aid.
Okay.
Lemon bits.
Okay.
6 ice cubes, cause we don't want to drink. We don't want to be brain freeze.
Right.